Yo, what is up, everyone? Thank you so much for tuning in to this episode of Plane Chasers, where we are still on Strixhaven. A lot has happened, so let me give you a quick update and rundown. After being a bit of hooligans in a portside town, Nixlon, and being banished on a pirate ship, they were given a bit of aid from Ripley Vance to get to the plane of Strixhaven. They were told to seek out Professor Onyx, aka Liliana, to give them some insight on this item that they've been subject to transporting them across planes. Liliana was very interested to help. She took the brooch to go get it researched for them. In return, she asked that they help train one of her teams for an upcoming Mage Tower game. They did so. Afterwards, Liliana turned them and the brooch over to Mavinda, who is an empath on the plane of Strixhaven. You may be able to find that card. It is an MTG card, Mavinda. Um, Mavinda came through and is going to help them, give them a bit of insight into what it is they're actually dealing with this session. Um, our paladin was sent to deal with his own backstory, the death of his parents. So B-Dub's out tonight for a few weeks. Also out tonight with a bit of an illness is Magic Highness. She's got a bit of a cough. We hope you get better. Also out last week was uh, Serena, because she had slipped away in the night to go figure out what the heck's going on with her and her channeling with Coma. She'll be back this week, which Mavinda has revealed only to Clementine that that is her cousin. We'll see what kind of relationship that ends up being. At this point, they are back in the extra dorms in the Witherbloom section of the campus, gathering their belongings. Serena has made it back to her room after her steal away to go do a bit of research and grab a book about summoning. And we will pick up with them coming out of their room and seeing Serena there at the same time as they're ready to wait for Mavinda to come pick them up. You guys see each other. Artie's there as well, but we'll DM pocket her in a minute. You're more than welcome to speak to each other.
All right.
Serena, I'm so glad to see you.
There
You're
you are.
safe
Where you been?
Hey, welcome back. You missed a lovely game of Mage Tower.
Mage Tower.
Yeah, we were best.
Yeah, it was Sloane's a bit too quick, so we didn't stand a chance. I did copy him, though. I think I still have fleas.
Okay.
But I found out the best of news. We're cousins.
We're cousins?
We're cousins. I don't know how they knew, but one of the professors here, she's the helpful one. There's another Professor Onyx. She's kind of mysterious. I don't know, but she has the brooch. But Mavinda told us that we're cousins.
Yeah, she's a bit
Yeah,
trustworthy.
Lily. Yeah.
How do we lose
She's working on the brooch.
She's the only one that seems to know what's going on.
Yeah,
Oh,
she's definitely the most powerful one here at the school, so, you know.
Yeah.
You give her what she wants.
The brooch over to her.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She's very pretty.
Well, I think she can help us out. We've gotten a lot of information about it since.
You guys are there gathering your belongings. A little while later, Mavinda, the large owl, comes along as your. Oops, let me see. I made a mistake. There we go. Coming out of your separate rooms, she's got a druidic-looking elf with her, and she goes up to Artemarie first and says, "Look, I know you've been trying to find out some things about the frogs that you have acquired, and a bit about the grung and the poisons and whatnot." And Artemarie says, "Oh, well, absolutely." He springs at the opportunity and says, "Here's a friend of mine. She's going to help you with these sort of things here on the Witherbloom campus. It'll be a quick thing while I take these others and discuss the brooch in the biblioplex. Is that to your liking?" Artemarie looks to you guys for a bit of approval and nods. Is that all right?
Go do you.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like that's...
Go do it.
And
you've been waiting for this one.
Yeah, Polka
And
D.
Artemery goes off with the druid.
Damn
The four of you
frauds.
um, start walking with Mavinda out of the Witherbloom section of the campus. You catch one of these automated kind of tram service vehicles that they have around, and you're on your way kind of midday towards the Biblioplex. If you look at the Biblioplex here on the screen, there are a number of small buildings in the front of it. You come to one of them on your ride and stop and go inside, and I will transfer you there. It's a very small kind of scriptoria, basically a place where people would scribe scrolls full of magic books on all the shelves. Um, and here, while we're here, we'll do what we forgot to do just a second ago: quick intros for the four players and myself that are here tonight. So from left to right on screen, we've got Serena. Can you tell us about yourself?
Yeah, hi. My name is Magic New Girl on all socials. My name is Callie. A lot of you know me as Callie, and you can just find me on socials as Magic New Girl. I'm here with Artie and Clementine. We are the Magic Highness and Queen Honey, and we spearhead and we kind of lead She EDH community, which is a community designed for women and femme presenting players and all players, but the women just lead it because we need more of that. And I'm happy to be here. I love hanging out with Serena. I love hanging out with Clementine and free every day and everyone else. So thank you for having me.
All right, and then up next we've got the mysterious man himself, Mr. Wild, playing Zanstellis. Can you tell us about yourself?
Hey guys, what's up? I'm Wild. I'm playing Zanstellis, the group's ranger. You guys can check me out on Twitch. Stream EDH twice a week. I also got one of the best spell table discords in this universe. So if you want to check it out, it's the Dominion Dweebs. But I'll post the link to the link tree in the chat. I'm just shooting stuff with my arrows and being a drunk Australian pirate the whole time. It's pretty cool.
All right. And then half of JankMats is with us, playing Sloan. Can you tell us about yourself, Jordy?
What's up? My name is Jordy. I'm playing a arcane trickster rogue. I play Tabaxi, which is basically a cat person. Yeah, I'm just here to shenanigans and trying to learn more about my magical brooch that seems to be teleporting us to various MTG planes. So, yeah, here we are in Strixhaven.
And then next up, we've got Clementine, aka Queen Honey. Can you tell us about yourself, where to find you?
Yeah, so I'm Queen Honey. I make magic content on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube at queen.honey7. And I am a third of the She EDH community. So it's just really fun, empowering, and fostering safe spaces for women and femme presenting players to feel seen, heard, and like they are valued in the gaming space because they are. And so we're really excited to represent that here in D&D, which is super fun. And so I am playing a half-elf druid where I have shapeshifted into some fun things, but I'm excited to see where we planeswalk to find extra fun things to shapeshift into. Right now, the fan favorite is a bear, so that was pretty baller. And without our paladin, I think it might come in handy, but very excited to finally be reunited with my cousin in Serena. So hopefully we'll get into some shenanigans tonight.
And myself, I'm Dawson. I'll be your dungeon master. I'm enjoying the challenge of DMing a group of very fun content creators and trying to put together a magic-themed D&D campaign. We've got a lot of first-time players here, so it's been interesting to try to gauge combat for that, but I'm loving it, and we're having a blast all the time out here. So without further ado from that, we'll get into the role play. So Mavinda leads you guys into this kind of very old, very pristine scriptoria, and then walks up to this table here in the back and says, please, take your seats. We have a lot to discuss.
Yes, fine.
And she pulls out a chair with one of her wings and pulls it out. Off in the distance behind her, you can see kind of an astro lab, if I'm pronouncing that correctly here. It's basically a magical spinning device that kind of gives an astrological look at an area. It's kind of like an astral map, moving magical one. And she sits down, and from her pouch, she brings forward the brooch and puts it on the table in front of Sloane and says, "I believe this is yours at the moment." Um, and she says, I must be forthright with a lot of you. When visitors like this come to Strixhaven, we definitely do our research, and we've looked into the background of each of you, and we know a bit about you and where you're from, and it is tough because there are not just the six of you traveling. There is this seventh individual, and she kind of extends her feathery arm towards the brooch. That is very much alive and well inside this device. But this is the one amongst you that we can't quite figure out where they're from or who they are. Do any of you have any idea who's in there?
I didn't even know you could have people that small, to be honest with you. Is that, what is it, like a genie lamp or something?
No,
I
no.
I have no idea. I mean, I was tasked with having this off a rich patron from old troop I was in. I have no
How do we
clue.
get them out?
She
Get 'em out?
extends her feathery arm and puts it on your shoulder and says, "It's okay. We don't look down on all theft here. We understand your position at the time of your taking this." And which
That's
is,
good. I mean, I still steal. I mean,
she says, I'm very aware." she, she, um, she kind of gives
She's
you
got your
her
number.
owly smile. She looks across and says, "It seems like you might have a partner in crime," and kind of eyes Zan Stalis from across the table. Um, she says, "And as for you two, cousins, thrown together by chaos, it's quite interesting."
Wait, you
y-
two are
are you,
related?
We're
this
cousins.
is news to the two of you, by the way. You don't even know how.
Well, it's a bit of serendipity, if I've
yeah.
ever
What the
seen it.
hell? You guys do
Mavinda
kind of look alike, I guess.
rolls her feathery arm forward and says, "Well, I am, as you know, an empath, and so one of the things that is very much I become in tune with is bloodlines, and yours is very much intertwined. I believe you might
Hey
even be
yo.
as close as second cousins,
Oh,
but
interesting.
the exact relation I'm not aware of myself." Um, she kind of just
So Clementine, are you royalty? Aren't
I
you? You're a
mean,
princess,
A
right?
lost
Princess.
princess traveling with us. Can you
Where's my
imagine,
money
Sloan?
at?
It used to be.
I
Um,
grew up in the woods, so that would be news to me. I don't even know how to live a life like that.
Hey, so did
yeah,
Snow White.
Mavinda kind of
Ah.
shrugs and says, "It's very different." But she says, "Do one thing we discovered while we were trying to research this brooch of two things that are very important and will send you on your way to discover its true origin. Is do you see the astrolab behind me?"
Yes.
The spinny
Yeah.
thing with the
She,
galaxy in it.
she picks the brooch up from in front of Sloane and walks over to the astrolab and places the brooch at the center of it. It the thing was already kind of moving slowly in a repetitive pattern, but it seems to start to glow, and that same flicker from when you transport with it starts to happen. This soft blue flicker of the brooch, and it starts to kind of send out low, kind of twitchy beams of electrical energy to the different floating orbs within the astrolab. It's
Mavinda,
like so.
are those planes, the little orbs?
Yes, yes, those are representative of different planes.
Oh, so you
It,
can actually
what
choose where you want to go with this thing, huh?
what
Wow.
this tells us is that the individual inside is very, very aware of the things happening outside, but somehow doesn't seem to have many means of communicating past this.
So they've
Um,
probably been
Have they
guiding us in a sense.
Mhm.
you had a question?
Yeah, that I mean, I've been wondering if perhaps they were the one choosing the planes that we've been going towards.
Very much so. She kind of
Oh
waves both of her
shit.
feathery arms over the astrolabe and kind of closes her eyes and can't something very softly, and it slows down, and she reaches in, grabs the brooch from the center, brings it back to the table, and sets it down. And then she sets it down in front of Sloane and pulls up a book that's already on the table and opens it. And there, the page, as you can all see, she turns it to everyone can view it, and it says, "The Mercenaries of Harbors Far." Somebody may want to write that down if they're ever taking notes, or at least commit
Yeah.
it to memory.
Yeah.
And she says, there was this group that was seen across many plains called the Mercenaries of Harbors Far. They're a long gone order of mercenaries, but they had an artificer amongst them, and his branding is on this brooch, although very, very minute. Um, so he must be the one responsible for having made this.
Interesting.
The
What plane did they
artificer.
originate from?
That's the funny thing, is you would see some of the mercenaries on different planes at different
Oh, they had it
times.
down.
Those mercenaries were also, much as yourselves now, traveling planes. But how we're is a bit of a mystery to history, as they were quite a mysterious order,
I would imagine it's
and
kind
not
of hard
really
to keep track of people jumping around from universe to universe.
very, very, very hard. So more than anything, I think the thing is, you now have become more or less sort of plane chasers, if you will, as mercenaries of your own right to kind of figure out this mystery of this brooch. And
Interesting.
until a time where you choose not to be, you're inexplicably linked to this brooch.
So, question: would we be able to choose with that device where we want to go, or is it still up to the individual inside the brooch?
If you can find a way to communicate with the individual inside, I believe you're very much in charge of where you go. She kind of she says, "I want to show you something very interesting." She puts her feathery wing on the brooch and kind of closes her eyes and starts to mumble an indistinct incantation, and the brooch starts to, instead of the blue flickery scared jumpy thing that it does when you hop, or that when it was just in the astrolab, it starts to glow a very soft, warm, kind of orange red light, and it just sort of hums. And then she stops incanting and removes her hand from over top of it and says, "And past that, I haven't figured out much with it, but it seems to respond to more than just fear."
Oh.
Okay, so
I'm
any
wondering if
extreme
it can
emotion
hear
or energy,
us
maybe.
when we talk, and it just can't communicate
I,
back out to us.
I think it can. I think Mavinda was saying that it's very aware of what's going on around it.
So maybe we could just kind of ask. I mean, it has to know where it's going because it's been taking us from plane to
It
plane. I'm
seemingly
assuming it's
does.
been to some planes. So if we were like, "Hey, we'd like to maybe go someplace where we could get X, Y, Z done,"
He
we'll
says
just
it's
leave it in the
possible
hands of
it
the
was one
brooch.
of it's. She says it's possible it was one of the members of this mercenary group.
Ah,
She says,
interesting.
past that, I don't have much information for you. She says, unfortunately, though, also, we must get to one of the matters that is important. You, though we've agreed to help you as a favor to one of our alumni, are not members of this school, and unfortunately, we cannot house you freely here much longer. Um, so, we will have to see you on your way to handle this task on your own. We'd just like to know where you might like to go, and we can send you on your way there. Um, she kind of nods and says, "I'll give you a minute here in the scriptoria." to discuss it, and I will be on my way to my office. I'll come back in about an hour or so. I'll give you good time for discussion, and then let me know what consensus you've come to as where you might like to go and figure out more of your journey.
When you say
Uh,
go, do you mean planes?
she nods to you. She says, on the astrolab here, you can see a couple of them spinning and more or less labeled, I guess. And so she stands up from her chair, nods, and then sees herself from the Scriptoria.
Hmm.
I'm gonna,
Interesting.
planes
So
I'm gonna stand up and go over here and just look at the astrolabe a little closer and be like, I think we might be in a bit over our heads, loves.
So when the event individual that's in here originally transported me to Agrathan, there has to be a reason why. I don't know if it's to meet you all or to thwart the undead. I mean, I really don't know his reasoning for taking me there first or why, but um,
I know if I
should we
was
go back
trapped
there?
in a brooch, I'd be probably trying to get out. So maybe
Right.
they're directing us. I mean, we came here and got a lot of answers for once. So maybe,
Yeah, yeah.
maybe it's trying to
Well, what?
get us to a place where we can free it or something like that. I don't know. Maybe it's looking for a new team.
I mean, I don't even know of any other planes besides Ravnica, Agrathan, and the two places that we just visited.
Yeah, I'm from
I'm
Theros
from
myself.
Mhm.
Would you like to go back there?
Oh, I mean, it would be nice. I do miss it. Um, but
This
I've
would
been
be a
having a
chance
lot
to
more
visit.
fun doing what we've been doing. So
Yeah, yeah.
I was a bit of
I
a
just don't know
I'm
wayward
worried
where
traveler
my
back
answers.
then.
I'm worried that whoever's trapped in this brooch, maybe it was like a punishment. Maybe they're trapped there for like safety of the world or something. So I would
Yeah,
prefer to
exactly.
communicate before releasing them. So I would like to figure out a way to communicate with them, but I have no idea where to go to do that.
We need
Maybe
some
there's a
sort of
map.
I've recently started learning a little bit about magic, and there is something called a scry spell. But it only works if they're in the same plane of existence as us. Um, but other than that, I mean, I don't know where we would start to begin communicating. Maybe we can do like some sort of a Ouija board or something with it. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know where to start.
Your guess is as good as mine, kitty cat.
Um, man,
I wonder if we asked the brooch
Well,
questions, if it could like
yeah. Let's.
change
I'm
colors
gonna
for a yes and a no,
come over to
maybe.
the. I'm gonna come over to the table and sit down on this chair and lay the brooch out, and
You sit down and you lay the brooch out, and you hear the door that Mavinda went out open and shut quite loudly. Um, a figure walks into the kind of area of the room that you're in. It's a tall, half devil looking male individual. Sloane, you immediately recognize that he's in Cult of Rakdos clothing.
immediately grab the brooch, and I
Uh,
put it into my
um,
front pocket.
he stops there and he looks deadly at you, directly at you in the face, and he says, "Rakdos sends his regards," and he throws an orb to the floor, and in an explosion of
God.
mist, uh,
Fucking
four
mafia.
spined devils
Oh
God.
shit.
around him.
Okay.
We will need to roll initiative.
Oh shit.
Woohoo!
Oh, God.
Let's
You picked
go.
the wrong library, pal.
Picked the wrong library.
My character sheet up.
Okay, let's go. Let's get into this.
I'm last every time.
So
Every
we've got
time.
Stan, We've got Sloan and Sloan, Serena. Then, well, you have to remember you have like the worst rolling DM in history, so I'm likely to go after you. It's been good though that I'm a terrible rolling DM
I know, it's been
for
working
you
in
guys.
our favor. I like it.
Let's see. I think this is why most DMs use DM screens, but I always hated them. Let's see.
You just stack your dice. You're like, oh, I got 20.
Yeah, dude, I swear I had a DM that would do that every time we played. It was obnoxious. Okay, so they've got a 2 modifier. 1d20 plus 2. Ayo, I'm not last. All right, I'll take that. Here we go, DM. So Zan, you are up first.
I'm gonna put Hunter's Mark on the Red Devil guy, and
Okay.
then I'm top of the turn order, so I'll get. Hold on a second, I'll get. All right. So I'm gonna get 2 attacks plus 1d8 and my Hunter's Mark on both attacks on that guy.
Okay.
And that is gonna be. I have to roll the hit first, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. So this is first. And then this is second.
12 will miss. 13 will miss.
Oh, man.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
I
yikes.
got nothing. I'm going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 over here. And then I'll pass.
Okay. And then up next we have Sloan.
All right. Wow, 45 feet to this guy. I'm gonna get into the fray. I will move my 30 feet. Actually, I can use my feline's agility. Make sure that is up. Other speed, so I can move 60. For my first turn. Move 45 up to him. I'm going to use my booming blade. So I coat my sword, my frost sword, in electric energy. I'm just gonna try and make a stab at him. Why would it let me roll?
Can we center the combat a bit? Is that all right?
Oh, yeah.
On
Sorry.
the... No, you're all right.
Oh, there it is.
I just took a look at it, and you can't really see. There we go.
I was focused on the
Yeah.
one I was
So
looking
it's a 24 to hit on this guy.
24. Yeah, that definitely that hits.
at. Racked him.
All right. That's 8 piercing plus 1 frost.
Okay. Let's see. Let me number these. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 9 damage.
Okay, and then I'm gonna use my bonus action to disengage, and I'm gonna use my movement, the rest of my movement, to back up my remaining movement speed, which is 15 feet, and I'll pass my turn.
Okay, so that will be myself.
So, with the booming blade, if he moves, he takes a D8 of thunder.
Okay. He's definitely going to move, so you can go ahead and roll that D8. He's going to approach you. Actually, yeah, he is going to approach you and attempt to...
That's six thunder damage. It like goes off.
He takes it. He looks quite hurt. From that, he will come up. He will try to bite you and stab you with his little fork that he's got. Let's see. So that'll be that 1 plus 2 to hit on each. So first attack is the bite. 1d20 plus 2. 13. I'm sure that'll miss.
Misses.
D20 plus 2, and then 14 on the second.
Misses. AC's 15.
So they'll both miss. Another one will come up. They fly, by the way, just in case you wonder why they're moving over all this stuff. They're small and they fly, so they're about the size of like a gnome and fly. So just so you have a reference in your head. This one will come up and attempt the same thing. Roll 1d plus 2. And then I roll miss again. 1d20 plus 2. And miss horribly. Let's see.
Matrix, just dodging these little devils.
Everything. My speed is 40, so let's
Okay.
see here. Let's figure out.
Ultra instinct.
One will come up
Ultra
and
instinct
attempt
slow.
Clem. Like 2 will. I think that might be the distance. Well, let me measure this one. Yeah, 2 will go up and try to attack Clem. Same thing on each. 1d20 plus. This will be the 2 bite attacks from them. The first one won't even get a second attack. He'll misjudge the landing and crash and burn into this chair over here. As I roll a natural 1, he kind of goes up, and he just been transported in from the the demonic plane. He's not got his
Nerd.
bear. He kind of goes up and goes full Hodor straight into the floor.
I think that one
the
might be
second
drunk.
Worst rolling DM of all time, I tell you. Anyway, the second one comes up, tries its for the bite. An 8 will surely miss, and then he will try his fork attack. And that is, how many whiffs is that? Is that 8 whiffs in a row? Yeah, that is.
Man,
8
these
whiffs.
guys.
Best
This guy's
DM
got
ever.
This guy's got for Sloan. He's gonna come over here and he's gonna magic missile you. It'll be
Oh,
2d4 plus 2. So well, don't just type 2d4 plus 2. Let's roll 2d4 plus 2, and that'll be 5 damage. One
Five
off
total.
now.
Me?
So no, to Sloan. He's got it in for Sloan because he knows that Sloan stole it from Rakdos. So, yeah, that is my triumphant turn. Up next, we got Serena.
What kind of shape is Sloan in?
Sloan's fine.
I'm good.
He's
He's
taking
good. He
5
dodged
damage.
everything.
By the way, you'd all be at full if you weren't already. You've had
Right.
you didn't keep any of the damage from the Mage Tower game. There was a aura on the field.
How do I get my coil back?
I don't know. How do you get your coil back? That's a question. We'll have to see what Coma decides.
I'm going to go my cousin, and I'm gonna Eldritch Blast the one right beside her.
Okay. Number 2.
Right.
1 damage. Okay. I've got it. And then, are you going to move at all or stay there?
I am going to move. We are going to back it up back here behind Zan.
Okay.
I got
Nice.
you back.
And next up, we've got Clementine.
Yeah, I am frustrated and don't think we have time for this, so I am going to wild shape into a bear.
Nice. Let me pull up a bear.
And then
You linked it.
I get 2 attacks from the bear. Am I close enough to hit both of these guys beside me, or just the
Is
one
it a
directly?
brown bear or a black bear? I need to know.
Brown bear.
The brown bear.
Brown bear. Okay.
Kodiak.
Just a second.
Oh, damn.
I need to change this. I've got brown bear, and now I need to give you permissions on the token quickly. Controlled
Yeah.
or character represent.
Big bear. Damn.
I hope the devil dude's ready for a bear hug. Yeah.
I'll move this other token next to the Watcher, so we still have it present.
Kodiak.
But then there's this token that you should be able to have control over. Can you move it?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, nice. So I've changed permissions. Sweet. Yeah. And then you get attacks as well, or just that? Or do you get movement?
Yeah. No, I'm gonna multi-attack. It says I get 2 attacks, one with bite and one with my claws.
Okay.
So I will roll.
bad.
Am I close enough to do like 1 attack on each of these guys?
Absolutely.
Sweet.
The first one to the left
Get
or
your
the
strength for those.
Damn.
Neither of them.
Everybody's rolling like shit today.
It's gonna be a long. It's gonna be a long one. It's gonna be a slap fight in there like this, like Bart and Lisa in the back seat, just slapping each other.
Gosh.
All right. So those. What's the total on both of those?
Okay, well, brown bear.
She adds +4, I think, to her hit attack.
Yeah, +4.
Okay, so +4. So no, neither of them will hit. And then we will come back to the top. Zan.
I'm going to. Let's see. Can I see here? Oh, I can't see those little dudes anymore.
Like dodging these guys, like, Zan, help me!
1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna get behind the couch here, and this guy right here. I'm going to put the hunter's mark on him now, and yeah, I'll just shoot at him with the bow. 'Cause that's what I do.
Okay.
That's what I do. Let's see. There we go. All right, come on. Don't fail me. There we go. 24.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Hit.
So I
That
get
hits.
a 1d8 +3. Ooh, there we go.
Hell yeah.
And then I'll set the
Max
hunter's
damage
mark
is big
too.
one.
So 13.
Oh wow. Okay, that's a lot of damage. Yep, that's very effective. It looks quite hurt.
Yeah.
Up next, Sloan. Or do you have 2 shots? 1 shot? 2
Just
shots?
one. 2 shots only for my first attack for the turn.
Okay, cool. So yeah, Sloan.
As I'm dodging these guys, I'm gonna try and kind of roll out of the way. I'm gonna disengage. Use my bonus action to disengage. And I'm gonna run and try and get a sneak attack on this one right here in front of the big brown bear brother. And
Yeah.
see, I'm gonna try and just booming blade this guy.
Okay.
Let's see. 13.
Oh, that'll hit.
That hits. Okay, so I'm gonna roll the 2d6 for my sneak attack damage. 1d6. So they're both 5s. So that's 10 damage for sneak attack, and then my frost sword does 10 damage, 9 piercing, 1 frost. So 20 damage.
Oh, dip. Okay.
Damn.
It basically implodes on itself into like a fiery bit of ashy dust.
Woo!
It scorches the upper back of that chair as it disappears.
I'm just gonna roll around in it real quick dirt bath, and then I'm just gonna run to the side of this here bookshelf.
Okay. Myself. These two here decide to use their range attacks. They kind of hover up with their wings above the floor, and both of them raise their spined tails, which start to like get a fiery energy, and they kind of curve over the back of them and shoot a small kind of fiery bit of magic. Both target Zan.
Uh-oh.
Oh shit!
The
Insane.
Disadvantage because I'm hiding behind a couch. Let's go.
Or
They each do it twice, so it's plus 4 to
Oh,
hit.
shit.
And it's okay.
So
So
I got
let's see.
my
roll
AC is
1.
14. I don't know if that matters or not.
Okay. First one will hit.
Hmm.
Second one will miss.
Let's go.
The third one will hit. And the fourth one will hit. So then roll 3. Let's just roll all 3 of them together. So the first one will be 3d4 plus 6.
Oh.
14 damage off the
Ouch.
off the first 3, and then with the fire damage, it'll be slash roll 3d6.
Oh gosh.
11. So 25 damage.
Holy shit.
Wow.
Oh no.
All right.
No.
I'm at 4. Let's go.
Oh, red alert,
Jesus.
red alert. Zan, you're right back there.
Basically, the two devils hover up next to each other, and their tails kind of over the top of each other, almost in unison, and they just shoot these little fiery barbs out of the end of their tail, and they stick into Zan and kind of burn that same kind of embery light that you saw when the one imploded after Sloan hit it.
Holy shit.
And then the one in front of Serena will attempt a bite enough.
Trapped up behind the couch, holding my chest. Oh, Christ.
2.
That's
First
damage.
one I think will hit, and then d20 plus 2 will hit. So let's see, that'll be 2d4. Yeah, 2d4. Oh, 44. Let's roll
Who's the one
40.
in front of Serena?
Sorry, no, not Serena. Sorry, Clementine. I'm mixing up names.
Okay. I was like, oh no.
So the one in front of Clem will hit her for 13
Damn.
across the
Things
2
fucking
attacks.
Hit hard. Fucking
Oh,
mosquitoes.
2 attacks, okay.
I'm at 21.
And
Damn, she
then
tanky.
we got Serena.
Okay. I will obviously Eldritch Blast the one right in front of my bear Clem.
Okay. Oh, damn, that's a good hit. 8.
Let's go.
Oh, nice. 8 damage.
Okay.
For Clementine.
You as you Eldritch Blast, it comes out, and it comes out again in a bit of a shape of almost a serpentine shape as it comes out and goes across. But then you see a bit as it comes out of your hand and goes across, as it crosses in front of the Astrolab, you see a bit of like that same cosmic kind of energy that you see when you've seen Coma the 2 times kind of start to swirl in the middle of the Astrolab.
Oh,
Oh.
nice.
Ooh.
Let's go.
Up next, back to the top of the order, Zan. Oh, I forgot to do the half devil. We'll say he held his turn.
Clem's
He's
after
gonna
Serena,
shoot.
too.
He's gonna go ahead and shoot down again at Sloan with the magic missile. For the lowest I can roll, 6.
Ah,
Lucky you.
got me in the ear.
No, actually, no. It should be 4. 4. Sorry, because I put +4. It should be +2. 4 damage, not even
4
6. 4
Right.
damage. And wow, that was bad. Now back to the top, Zan.
All right, I'm about to die, so I'm gonna move.
No, you won't.
I'm gonna go hide behind Serena, and then I think I can still see. Yeah, I'm good. So is this bookshelf like in my way from seeing it all?
No, you can see through it. You just can't move through it, if that makes sense.
Oh, okay.
Well, it obstructs vision as far as the campaign is concerned, but or the dynamic lighting is concerned, but it's more meant to show you can't move through it. So if you want to look around and see what's on the other side, that's fine.
I just want to move
But
back to
you
cover, so I like something's got to get a good beat on me to hit me because I don't want to die here. Yeah, I'll just move back to here, and then I'll put my hunter's mark on this dude, and I'm gonna shoot at him. The one that's on the left of Clem there. And I'll say, "Look out, Clem! One coming past you."
Yo.
23.
Damn, there they go.
11, and then...
Is there more? Oh, and you got the mark damage too, right?
Yep.
Yeah,
So it's
Yeah.
17.
This one also implodes into a bit of fiery, ashy mist.
All right. Then I'm going to fall down against the bookshelf, look at Serena and go, "I'm not feeling too good, love."
Oh no.
Then
Stand
pass.
up, you're a man.
I feel a little woozy. How fast?
Shit.
Okay. Up next is Sloan.
DM sir, I'd like to run something by you.
Yes.
So there's this bookshelf right here, right?
Yep.
Could I go around the corner here and stealth, and then power slide underneath here for a sneak attack, like a stealthy sneak attack on this one that I've already injured?
I don't see why not.
Okay. You want me to
I
roll
mean,
for
you're
stealth?
out of sight where you were already from both
Okay.
of them.
So
Wouldn't really need to go up that way. You mean you can shoot between the bookshelves as well if you want to get that close.
yeah, I was wanting to like backstab him basically like my frost sword.
Yeah, that's
and
possible.
Proc my sneak attack, I guess. Okay. I'm gonna get at him and roll for attack. 16.
That'll hit.
Okay. 2d6s. A 4 and a 1, so that's 5. I rolled my frost sword damage. 12 plus 5. So 17 damage total on this one. I believe this one was already injured.
Yeah, that one also implodes into a fiery bit
Hell
of
yeah.
ashy dust.
Awesome.
Disappears from the flame.
Plus 25, so I'll use my 5 foot of movement to kind of go back to this bookshelf side. And that's my turn.
Okay, let's see. Up next is myself. This one is going to back up next to the half devil, just in front of him. He's going to attempt to shoot his 2 barbed tails at Clementine. Let's see. So the first one will miss. And the second one will hit. That will be, I think it's 1d4 plus 2 and 1d6. 1d4 plus 2, 6 plus 5, so 11 damage. The barb comes out of his tail, sticks into the bear's shoulder, and burns out a bit. That same kind of ashy, kind of flame magic. The half devil, noticing that the jig is up, attempts to run for the door.
Oh no! We have to
Let's
stop
see.
this guy.
He will get to this square.
Somebody's got to grapple him.
I'm on it. I'm on it.
And then it will be Serena's turn.
I have a few seconds to chat with team, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kill the
Guys, I
demon
think we
mosquito.
should
We need that guy
run.
alive.
I think we should run and jump into the pot.
I mean, we're all pretty hurt.
Yeah.
We're jumping into the astrolab. Are y'all following me or not?
Hold up. I want to get to this guy and maybe
Well,
question him.
it's not. It doesn't look like a portal. Is all I'm going to say.
Oh,
It doesn't
okay.
look like a portal. It's more like.
Jumping in the
Whereas,
astrolabe.
well, basically, imagine one of those like old school kind of like solar system things that you could like kind of rotate and it would kind of show the solar system going around, right? This is basically a giant version of that that's kind of magic, and all of the pieces kind of float individually, and there's like rings kind of swirling as well. And it's got different little pieces labeled as different planes kind of rotating in space. And where the brooch had been set in and kind of crackled magic out to touch different ones, there's kind of just now a kind of like cosmic looking energy doing the same thing.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Okay. I will Eldritch Blast the Rakdos guy, specifically aiming for his kneecaps.
Oh,
Let's go.
yeah. 11 won't hit though. So the preciseness you're looking for seems to be what sets it off. Calling your shot, you kind of miss a bit off to the side. So up
They
next
were
will be Clementine.
Run through that bookcase and grab him.
Oh gosh. Okay. So I have a quick question. If I shift back into my human form, am I back to my human form's health?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
And it's just this one guy we have left?
Yep.
We got a little devil and then the guy that's running away, which we need to capture.
Yeah, you can,
Okay.
and you can run up and grapple him for an action too. If you want to give him a bear hug.
Yeah, 7 attack.
I think gosh, now I don't know what to do. Oh, because I was thinking I was
You're pretty fast in your bear form. You got 40 feet movement.
Can I bear hug him? Is that like a real thing?
Yeah, you can grapple.
Yeah,
It's
you
like
can
holding.
grapple him. Yeah, absolutely.
He's 55 away
You'll
from you
need
though.
Yeah, you'll need to move around the bookcases though. You're too big to get between them.
Plow him over. Strength check.
So you'll basically need to like move a straight line first, which would be this, and then go towards him.
Oh gosh. Okay, Sloan, do you think you'll be able to take care of him?
I can definitely get to him. I'm not very strong, but I'm going to try my best.
You could get in front of
Okay,
him, and then you'd have to
then-
take an attack of opportunity to get past you if you double move.
Maybe I can slow him down, yeah.
Because the other thing, I'll either double move to, get in his way, or I was thinking of shifting back into Clementine so that I could cast fog and put fog around the other guy so that he couldn't see to attack any of us anymore.
Yeah, it's up to you. Whatever you want to do.
I think me and Serena
Okay.
can kill
I wouldn't
the
mind-
other demon.
I wouldn't mind having backup just in case we have to kill him. Worst case, we might have a bounty or a note on him of some sort detailing a mission.
Well, I'm just gonna double move then and get as close to this guy as I can.
Okay.
My line of sight is not changing, so I can't see actually.
That's all right. So 40. There you go. Okay. So you get right up to him. To the top, we got Zan.
All right. I'm going to go for the kneecaps now because I'm feeling inspired. So I'm going to
Get
put
him. Get him.
my hunter's mark on the devil dude, and we're going to go right for the patellar tendon.
Okay.
Come on, crit.
Ross is watching.
25.
Yeah.
25. That is a hit.
That's pretty good.
Let's go.
I got an 8, and then Dramatic. So that's 16.
16. Okay. That'll definitely hit. It doesn't seem to. It gets him in like the upper leg. You don't quite get him in the knee, but
Close
you
enough.
got him, and he definitely felt that one. Let's see.
Shot the guy that's running away, right?
Yeah.
Yep. Sloan, you're up.
All right, I am going to. So with my racial trait, I have climbing speed. Can I just like move directly, like climb over and just move directly this way?
Yep. I just need an athletics check above 10.
Okay. Let's see here.
Yeah.
11.
Hey.
We're good.
Woo. Okay, so I'm gonna get right here on this corner. So that was
Doesn't matter if you win by an inch or a mile.
right. That's 25 feet. Move around my big brown bear. I guess I'm gonna use my bonus action to dash. Get next to him. I'm gonna use my action to attempt to grapple.
Okay.
What do I roll for that? Just
I believe it's opposing strengths.
strength. Okay.
Yeah. Let me check.
3.
Oh.
I'm not strong. I have a -1 on my strength modifier, by the way.
Yeah, not the grapple guy.
In order to
Yeah, definitely not the grapple guy. Stabby stab, run fast guy.
initiate your turn. Yeah.
We need a barbarian on our squad. Just take all the
Let's see.
damage and be strong as hell for no reason.
Yeah, that's my. That's what I want to do if we do.
Unless he rolls a
another
natural
campaign.
1.
Let's see.
That one?
There is a chance.
Hey, it's Dawson.
That
so
one.
You never know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
please.
very true. Oh my god.
Yo!
He rolled a nat 1.
Let's
He rolled that fucking 1.
You guys jinxed me on that. So real.
You willed it into
What are you
existence.
talking about?
Let's go.
I'm
Practice
just
is
I'm just gonna
worth
put
you.
all myself in the chat.
You know what I'm imagining?
Even
I'm
though I'm
imagining
not
just like
trying
some
to
nerdy,
win,
just like a nerd fight, just like
yeah. About that.
Yeah.
like a nerd
Yeah,
sissy fight.
somehow,
where
while
it's
you
like,
guys are slapping each other, your shoelaces
Yeah.
get tied together.
I just somehow
Basically,
topple over him.
here's how it'll go. So he just got shot in the upper thigh, right, by Zan, and it's 16 fucking damage from an arrow, and it hurts like a bitch. He turns around as Sloan is trying to grapple him, and basically this arrow sticking out of his knee or his upper leg hits up against Sloan's leg, and it turns and hits a bunch of nerves as it slices deeper into his leg, and it just sends all the wrong twinges up his nervous system, and he collapses to the ground. Wow. I don't even have words. My turn.
I was gonna end my turn with, why'd you come here?
Second thing is
Who
out
are you?
of the Astro Lab pops something very familiar to Serena.
Oh God.
Oh!
The snake's back.
Hi, baby. You're back.
And
It's like Red's purring.
over here, this barbed devil is going to or spine devil. Barb devil's the big ones. This spine devil is going to come down, and he's going
Immediately
to
blows up the coil.
he's going to attempt to shoot Serena. 1d20 plus 4 on the first one. That'll hit, I believe, and then roll 1d20 plus 4 and hit on the second one. So that'll be, let me see. Where are they? 2d4 plus 4 for that. 2d4 plus 4. That'll be 10 from, and then for the fire damage.
Who's that going at?
6. That'll be 10. So that'll be 20 from the 2 barbs.
Okay.
Oh, was that Serena?
That was Serena, yeah.
What are you at, girl?
They fucking hurt, don't they?
How much should I take?
20.
20.
I'm at 7.
Okay.
Okay.
Can I Is this like magic? Can I like hellish rebuke right now?
The flawless maneuver. Um,
Yeah.
no, unfortunately, no. So up next, we
Counter
have
spell.
the half devil. He's collapsed to the floor. Um, only Clementine and Sloane can hear this. I'll need wisdom saves from both of you.
Fuck.
Big money.
Okay, just a second.
17.
Hey.
17 will pass.
Mine's just loading.
That's all right. And 14 will pass. So you're not like scared by this. Although Sloane, the brooch in your pocket will start blinking when you hear this. There's kind of a deep rumble and kind of a dense, almost gravity-like energy that kind of pulls you towards the half devil for a second, but then you resist it, and you hear a voice, a very loud, deep voice say, "You have failed me."
Oh
And
shit.
a Rakdos symbol that you're familiar with, Sloan, starts literally burning through this half devil's forehead, and he
Oh
starts
shit.
to just shake, convulse on the ground, and blood starts to spit out of his eyes and his ears.
Oh god.
Holy shit.
Then he, then he
This
bursts
is the
into
coil down his
flames.
throat.
Oh.
Oh my god. Well, I ain't fucking talking to that one. I'll fucking.
What's up,
And
Hannah?
up
What's up,
next
Anna?
is Serena.
This guy just burst into flames.
Good.
Like, are we talking ash where there's nothing I could search on him? Like a literal pile of ash.
No, like this is magic flame. It burns metal. So
Okay, so he's
he's
done.
like
So all his
he's like
clothes, all his belongings.
you drop him immediately because you were trying to grapple him, obviously.
Right. So
Um,
there's nothing left behind probably that we could
there's
search.
he
No
he
question.
is smoldering at the moment.
Fuck.
Um,
What?
and up to next is Serena. There's
Okay.
still one
What am
spine
I
devil,
supposed to do here? Okay. I will Eldritch Blast the Spine Devil.
and you've got control of that. You should have control of that token that's out there. You
Yeah,
should be
it's
able
just
to move
gonna
it.
uh it's just gonna move closer to me.
You're like, come on, puppy.
Get over here. And I'll Eldritch Blast that guy. But I rolled 8, so I don't think it's gonna hit.
No, that won't hit. Up next is Clem.
Gosh dang. I am just gonna run up to my family and it'll be a double movement, but I'm gonna be up there to help her next time.
Okay. To the top, Zan.
All right. I'm gonna put a hunter's mark on the last devil mosquito, and see if we can close out this combat here.
I coiled the poisonous snake, correct?
12.
Yes. It's for stat purposes, but for game purposes, it's obviously the world's miniest coil.
Does 12 hit on those guys? Because
12 does not hit. It's 13.
all right, yeah. So I
Uh,
didn't do shit. But I'm gonna move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 over here. Oh, not pass.
Okay, and then up next is Sloan.
So looking at this guy, what's the state of him? Is he like
He's quite hurt. I mean,
but
it's
still like it's not like a pile of ash, like I could still kind of still like his
oh
robe and
the
stuff is intact?
you could try to like the stuff that's burning on him. You could try to like kick through it. You probably take damage because it is magical fire, but you could try to kick through it
Yeah.
and kind of try to kick some of the stuff like his pouch or whatever out to the side and
Yeah,
whatnot.
I'm just gonna try because I doubt he's gonna answer any questions. He's burning alive. I'm just gonna try and any inkling of a clue of why he's here or anything. I'm just gonna try and search as best as I can.
Okay, so give me a dex save to try to do it quickly to try to not take damage.
Okay.
Well, full damage while you do it.
21.
Oh, dip. Okay, so you only take half of this.
Nice.
1d6. You'll take 3.
3 damage. Okay.
Look,
And you kind of quickly kind of kick this little pouch that's on fire off to the side.
Okay.
Smoldering corpse.
And then just so he doesn't suffer, I'm just gonna slit his throat.
Oh, he's long. He died
dead?
on
Okay.
he died on what's branding
when
through the
that
forehead.
when the blood started spraying out of his eyes.
When the- yeah,
So-
when the rat symbol flew out his forehead, he was pretty much done.
So is that my action for my turn?
Uh, yes, you'll have movement though still.
Okay, I'm gonna move away from this guy because I don't know if he's gonna explode into a giant. I want to get over to this, where I can kind of get an eye on this devil
Yes,
that's
and
left.
Queen Honey is correct as well. The rack, the after that happened, the brooch, it's not beeping at like full on. We're about to teleport speed, but it's
Uh-huh.
blinking its blue light.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna sit beside this bookshelf and get a good eye on this remaining little devil guy, and that's my turn.
Okay. So then up next is myself. Let's see. It is going to target the big bear because that's the scariest thing in the room. 1d20
Snap.
plus 4. That'll miss. And the second one, I am the worst rolling DM in history. There's a hit. Slash roll
He did it.
1d4
We
plus
did
2.
it, Joe.
That recognize roll 1d4 plus 2. A 6, and then for the flame damage, 1. So 7 damage. One of it's from the flame. And then
I'm at 3.
it's going to attempt to fly backwards into the room a bit, get a bit of space. There we go. And so up next is Serena.
Eldritch Blast.
Okay. 6. Okay. He looks extraordinarily hurt. Looks about like the other ones before they popped open and disappeared. Next is Clementine.
I would like to shift back into my human form. And then
Okay, so here's your token for human form. I'll move that. And then I will get rid of the bear. There we go.
how far? I'm sorry. Because my stuff takes forever to load. How far is my person from the little guy still?
problem.
65.
65 feet.
Okay, so I have a range of 90 feet. I'm just going to entangle. Maybe. There it is.
Okay. It gets a save. So I'm gonna roll 1d20 plus 2. It will pass. So I believe it's not entangled on success. Oh, it's a strength check, not a dex. So we'll get plus 0. So no, it'll be restrained. Did we lose somebody in the?
I don't think so. You broke up a little bit there, bro.
Oh, we're good. Yeah.
I broke up a bit there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We're good now.
Oh, I apologize. Okay. Yeah, it passes with a 14, and then it doesn't get entangled. So to the top, Zan.
All right. Let's try and finish off the demon thing. I'm assuming these things don't talk or anything, right? They're just kind of like.
They haven't spoken. No, the only one that spoke was the half devil, and he only said Rakdos sends his regards, and then Rakdos sent his regards to him.
All right. Well, let's see a little bit here. Yeah, right. Send him
WWRD.
straight
what
to
would
Jesus, as it were. Just like I'm going to do this little devil mosquito. So we're going to put Hunter's Mark on him.
Okay.
And I'm going to fucking light him up. Hopefully. Oh, it's almost a crit. Damn.
There you
Let's
go.
go.
That's a hit. I'm pretty sure you don't even need to roll damage, because he's only got 3 hit points. Yeah. He's gonna, as the others did, implode into a fiery bit of ash and leave a scorch mark on the floor. At this point, there's a coil, a mini coil in the room. There's a dead, four scorch marks around on the chairs, bookshelf, floor. There's a big old burn in the scorch mark in the stone floor where a half devil has disappeared with a couple bits of pouch and shoe left there, blood
I'm gonna
spurted
walk
all
over
over.
and pick up that pouch as soon as I can.
Okay, and then you can kind of talk amongst yourselves to kind of get your bearings after that.
I'm gonna pull this chair out.
Uh,
Be like, "Ah, fuck.
I'm gonna check what's inside the
Where's the
pouch
healer?"
as I'm walking to
Where
them.
is our healer?
I'm feeling
Are
a
you
bit
okay?
dizzy.
Hey guys, I found this off our friend. He burnt to a crisp, but hopefully this has some clues as to why this guy showed up out of nowhere trying to kill me.
What is it? A little satchel.
I'm just gonna empty its contents on this table right here.
Okay,
That was a bit
inside
creepy too. When he died, he kind of burst into flames, and there was a voice that said, "You failed me."
Yeah,
It didn't sound like a nice voice. I'm assuming. That's not good.
that was an old I guess person
you've
from
you would have
or-
seen Rakdos at one point, but you've never have spoken to
right,
Rakdos.
and I didn't directly work for him, right? Like I
No,
was
you didn't
entertaining him.
know.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it didn't sound familiar, did it, son?
Uh, actually, yes. I believe he was. I've seen him before at our theater. You know, he was, one of the patrons where he liked. Basically, our theater was it's fucked up. Like sadistic. I definitely was there against my will.
What is
Scary
he?
Circus, Nightmare Circus.
Is he like a tiefling?
I'm not sure. His identity. He kind of keeps it to himself. He's very, cloaked to himself, but he is massive. And what I hear, people don't want to cross him.
Yeah.
I'm not entirely sure what he is or what he does,
Do you
but
think? Do you
that
think
was
he sent
definitely
these guys
hurtful.
after you?
Yeah, I think so. I think this brooch belonged to him, or one of his people he ran with. Um, Very wealthy patrons that ran in that circle, and I think he was trying to get it back.
Does it now belong to you? You that's how that
Uh,
works?
it does now.
Not as far as that guy's
but
concerned, though. Seeing how he just tried to murder us all,
somehow
and
that guy
at the
got to
school
this
here,
plane.
which is concerning.
Somehow he
Do
can
you think
travel
we
too.
should? Do you think we should try to bring it back to him, or should we keep it away from him? What kind of guy is he?
I definitely think if we brought it back to him, he would kill me. I think he is, he's not very merciful. Can I
Did
can I
he
look
have
inside the?
antlers though? What
What's
was
the
inside?
contents? What does this guy have in his pouch? Maybe this has some answers
He
here.
had a bit of coin, and then there were two kind of rolled up little parchments inside. One of
Uh-huh.
them has basically your name and description, and then the other one has the
Say
names
pretty
of
kitty.
everyone in the party, has the names of everyone in the party,
Oh,
first
holy
and
shit.
last. And then it
Oh
has
Aw.
shit.
the planes that you've been to listed.
Oh, I don't even know you
He's
guys'
been
last
tracking
names.
us.
Yeah, spies. They can
That's not
travel
good.
Say my
planes
last
just like
name?
us.
Does it
Yeah,
say
it
my
does.
last name?
Yes, it does.
Wow.
Oh shit.
Does it?
Yeah, this guy is not someone that we want to cross. He's
I think-
very powerful.
I think we
very
need to
scary.
go. I think we need to go find Professor Onyx immediately. She needs to know what happened.
Do you guys
Needs to
plan to
know.
wait here for a second or go back and try to find Professor Onyx? Because you guys had probably another. May guys have maybe been in here like 10 minutes since Mavinda said about an hour she'd be back.
Yeah,
I think,
we
too-
gotta
We should
find
wait.
Onyx. Or we can wait.
And not just to say this because this is my plan. I honestly don't want to go back there because I left on bad terms, as you can see.
I don't
But
want you to
it
go
might not
back
be a
there
bad
either,
idea.
kitty cat.
It might not be a bad idea though to go and try and find some answers and to kind of get this guy to stop following us because he's just going to keep sending little peasants like this after us. Somehow he can travel planes or his goons can, and it's not going to stop.
I'm worried we're not strong enough for him yet. I feel like we need some
Not-
help first.
Definitely not for him, no. But he has unlimited resources from what I can tell, and it's just not going to slow down. This guy somehow got into the Biblioplex, and he traveled planes, and he knows all of our first and last names. I mean, that's insane. That's recon, that's resources, that's able to travel planes. I mean, that's way over our heads already.
Definitely
Okay,
be
wait.
interested in what Professor Onyx would have to say
Yeah,
about all this.
we,
He
we
knows
need her
him.
help.
Mm-hmm.
She has to. She's a planeswalker herself. So hopefully she can help us.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Plus, if the Rakdos Guild is invading Strixhaven here, I should probably know about it, because I don't think she likes to get fucked with, to be honest with you.
We're just gonna
So
leave.
she might back us up. We might even be able to do something here.
Yeah.
Y'all don't want to like study anything in here, or y'all just want to leave?
I could go for like something that will heal escaping demon wound in my chest.
Well, we still have this person trapped inside this brooch. Is it buzzing still?
No, it slowly calmed down over probably a minute or two after the threats were all eliminated.
Sloan, why don't you?
You guys want to?
Why don't you try and maybe put it in your hands and like give it some good vibes? Because you said it responded to more than just fear, so it knows that we're safe.
Okay. I'm gonna clasp it in my hands and use the best of my newfound arcane ability and try and channel just some good thoughts, asking for answers or any type of
Okay,
communication.
Give me like a wisdom check to see how
Okay.
well you can kind of focus. I mean, you are wounded and sitting there a
Right.
bit, trying to do something new in a forced environment and whatnot. Yeah, you sit there, you do your best to kind of close your eyes and cancel out all the outside noise and the pain, obviously, from the wounds you've just taken, and kind of say to yourself in your own head, it's okay, and then it starts to glow like that soft, warm orange that you saw when Mavinda touched it.
Oh, hey, progress.
Is there any way? Can you hear me? Can you show any signs or give
You
any
don't-
sort
you
of
won't.
clue?
You don't hear anything back.
Put it on the
But
table.
when you put it on the table, the glowing stops.
Yeah.
If there's anything else you guys want to do in this room or talk about before Mavinda comes back, let me know.
I don't know if I'm able to, but I do have good berries I would like to give to my wounded friends.
Yes, that would be
Yummy.
very helpful.
Oh, hell yeah. What does a good berry do?
There you
There it
go.
And berries, nice.
Nice.
Do we heal 10 then, or do we just have them?
No, she'll have
Oh,
10. She can dish them out as she wants. So hit points
Does
among
that take
each.
up a spell slot?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. That's super sick. I've never seen that before. That's awesome.
So
Well, I'm back in my human form, so I'm healed. So I just want to. I don't know how damaged everybody is, but I would just like to evenly divvy it up between you guys. So 3, 3, and 4, or to whoever's most damaged.
I got only 4 hit points left, so I'll take the 4.
I'll take 2 berries and I'll flick my third to Zan, seeing how fucked up he is.
Thanks, buddy.
Good
Yeah, so I'm just gonna
7,
eat
so
2.
I'm gonna keep mine.
That's the closest I've ever come to dying with you lot.
and then yeah, you. Is there anything else anybody needs to do in here before Mavinda comes back?
I don't think so. I'm a loss.
Yeah, I'm good.
Hey, I wanna walk over here to the the Astro Lab.
Yeah.
Me and my foil. I don't really know what to do over here. I just want to look at it and see if I feel anything
It's just
else.
slowly swirling and kind of, it doesn't seem to have a consistent pattern from what you can tell, but it just kind of swirls about more or less.
Is there there's other planes you said listed there? Is Kaldheim on there?
Yeah, Kaldheim is there. Yeah, you do see it pass at one point.
Can I see anything going on there? Does it look different?
No,
or-
it's literally like an orb, like a small metal orb that's got it written on it and other symbols on it as it passes through the cycle of the I don't know what you'd call it, kind of the map.
Orbit, the orbital.
Yeah, the orbit. Yeah.
Is it all the planes of magic?
Not all of them, but a lot of them. You would not see Phyrexia there. But yeah.
Okay. Alright. That's all.
Let's see.
Yeah.
So when the hour is up, she's a little bit early, probably about 47, 50 minutes. Mavinda comes back in the room, and immediately her owl eyes go like full blown wide as she comes in and sees kind of the mess on the floor, the blood spurted all over the bookshelves and everything like this, the scorch marks over on the other side of the room, and is like, can I ask what's happened here?
Yeah, so I'm from the plane of
Yes, happens,
Rakdos.
actually.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm from the plane of Rakdos, and some goon just showed up from Rakdos. I don't know if you know of this man. But he had a parcel with all of our names on it, and I think he's hunting the brooch that I stole.
Yeah,
They somehow
we almost killed two of us.
Yeah, they're pretty powerful.
She kind of steps over a bit of blood splatter here and there, and makes her way to the table, and kind of puts both feathery wings down on the table and kind of looks at you sternly, Sloan, and says, "Well, I would assume this is a consequence of stealing from a Padun of Ravnica."
Yeah, I would say so. But I'm terrified. He just knew so much about us, and he's able to travel planes, and we
She
still have no
says, "It's
answers.
as difficult as it is not my place to judge. Strixhaven is merely a place of education and wizardry and progress. You and your group," she kind of looks around, "have your own task in front of you, your own journey, which is not my journey, and it's not my I've given you as much direction as I can, but I cannot fend you or save you or fend off the cult of Rakdos if they choose to pursue you in their own right. You'll have to defend yourselves. You'll have to grow stronger and learn. I don't know what to tell you, but have you made a decision of where you'd like to go?"
Before we make this decision, can we speak to Professor Onyx? I believe she might know this man or this thing, whatever he
Professor
is.
Onyx is not on the campus at the moment.
Sure is
Yes.
she.
Where'd she go?
Oh my
Did she
God.
plane hop?
This is not good. Well, guys, where do we go? I mean, this is our. Mavinda, sorry for all the questions, but when we planeswalk, with your device, is there any way that we can get back to here to choose where we want to go? Because this is the only place we've been to where we can kind of have a direction or a stay as to
As
where
I
we go.
informed you before, you are not students nor alumni, and what we're doing for you now is merely a favor to an alumnus.
All right.
So
Well, guys, this needs to be our last pick.
transport you from here, we will essentially have to wash our hands of the dealings with you, as we would not like to be complicit. And she looks back behind her to the blood splatter on the wall, in any of this.
Well, guys,
Well, I wonder
Can't argue with that logic.
if there's any place that might have a bunch of gods. Thinking in my, I'm thinking Theros, but obviously Clementine doesn't know that. But a place of gods where we might have a lot of answers and a lot of power as well to help us on our journey.
When you say this, Clementine, Mavinda just kind of turns her head as an owl would, kind of just almost like, like one of these numbers. Kind of looks straight over at Zan.
I'll go. Well, I'm from the plane of the gods. In fact, the sea god Thassa wrecked my ship, and that's how I ended up here. So we could always go to Theros. Um, it's not a bad place. I think you guys would
Do you
actually
think they
like
would be
it.
would help us?
I think so. We could definitely find someone who has like some more information about here. I mean, planeswalkers come and go there from time to time, and then the gods might have a little
Unless
more
there's
information too if we could get to the point where we could talk to one.
Yeah, maybe it's a little too early to go to Rakdos. You guys are right. It might be too dangerous right now.
Yeah. There's pirates there. We've already run into them. So
We could go somewhere completely just as far away that we think Rakdos might not be able to get us, so just someplace completely opposite of Rakdos.
Is there a plane of light, a plane of holy goodness, or I don't know.
well, there is Heliod, the sun god. There, he's about as close to a benevolent being as you can get.
Maybe we could reach out to him and see if he can help.
Yeah, I wouldn't be opposed to going to Theros. I mean, my mother might still be alive. Maybe some of my crew ended up back there after the shipwreck, although I'm sure most of them died. But I mean, it's good as place as any to look for answers. I mean, I don't really think we got a better course of action than that.
All right.
Okay.
If you're in,
What do
I'm
you-
in.
Serena, what do you think?
We're not going where I'm from, so I'm down to go to Theros.
All right.
Okay.
So
Is
the
this
plane of the
your
gods.
final decision?
Yes, Mavinda.
Um,
I believe.
Wait, what about
it
Artie?
is.
We need to we need to get Artie
That's a
here
good
before
point.
we leave.
Um,
we can't
well,
leave her
what
behind.
you'll need to do is go
She's
and
from
collect
Than
her.
me, correct?
Yes, she's from Agathan.
Yeah.
You'll need to go and collect her if you can from the Witherbloom campus, and then meet me back here, and I'll take you to one of our teleportation circles.
Oh, by the way, Mavinda, while we're doing that, is there somewhere I could stop and sell pets or anything? I remember this. I'm getting this weird flashback from another life where someone had a pet owl at a wizarding school, and I don't know. I think that'd be really cool to have.
She says there is absolutely. You can find this on the way to Witherbloom. I'll write down
Okay.
directions.
Okay. Cool.
So
All right. Well, yeah. Let's go pick up Artie, I guess. And come back and get the hell out of here.
So as you're going to go get Artie, you can stop off, and it's pretty easy to pick up an owl for that purpose.
Okay. Cool.
It would. What is the price on an owl? Let's see.
How much gold did I find in that guy's pouch?
I believe it'd been about 20 or so gold. He wouldn't have had a ton of money, just enough to get through. Let's see. Okay. They want to charge you 150 gold for the owl.
Fuck. Yeah. Little caveat, guys. I have a find familiar spell that I'm wanting to use for an owl. It's not as powerful as Serena's, but I think it would be cool to have.
And that would be nice.
We can fly. Yeah.
But we are stint
guys,
broke.
You can find one with your find familiar spell out in the wilderness. It just wouldn't happen
Okay.
here. You can
Yeah.
just
I
buy
look
it.
at. I'm like a kid in a candy store, just like sadly looking with my face pressed to the glass, my hands in
Rest
face.
of the glass.
I-
Like, I'll
I
find
see
you
the
one
price
day.
tag. Yeah, I see the price tag of 150, and I just open my empty pockets and just sadly walk away towards Witherbloom's campus.
Okay. So as you guys are going, you start walking through a bit of the swamp to get to Witherbloom. You're kind of in a section you've already been to before, but you're on a path and you start hearing Artie's voice off to the right of the path, way out in the distance, shouting for help. It sounds like.
Shit.
Jesus.
Oh boy. Just started running towards it.
Yeah, we're
Okay.
coming.
Yeah.
You guys are running for what must be about, I don't know, a football field or two through the swamp, and then all of a sudden you get to where we're gonna leave off at the end of this episode. a big boggy swamp area with Artemarie running towards you guys with a Minotaur skeleton chasing her and two
Oh,
swamp bags behind the
Oh
Minotaur skeleton.
God, and we're at like 3 health.
And you're, yeah, very low health. So that
Need some
will
cream to
have
go
to
with these
be it for
berries.
this one.
Let's go. Nice.
If you can, yeah, you're in quite a predicament at the moment. If you can, let's go around, rip round, tell everybody what we're up to, where they can find us until next time on Plane Chasers. Starting, we'll go again left to right with Serena down here.
okay. I am Serena. I love to Eldritch Blast, and you can find me on all social medias as Magic New Girl. Of course, I will promote SheVH, women, and femme presenting in the community. And then I'll take a second to plug Sipstream. So if you're not following at Sipstream on Twitch, go follow it. We drink,
Super
we
fun.
play Commander, and it's a lot of fun. So that's it. Go follow Sipstream if you want to sip along
I'll
and
be
play
on there with
Commander.
you all in December.
Yeah, I was just on there. You can see my ugly mug in the last stream.
I'm gonna have
Sipstream is fun.
some super fun Polish drinks for you.
Oh, I can't wait. I'll pass it.
And then up next, we got the mysterious man behind all this magic. The guy who I have to give a lot of props and credit for, who does all the back end work on this, setting up the Twitch, setting up the overlays, all that cool
Thanks.
stuff.
Turns
So,
out
thank you
I'm
so-
actually a graphic designer. I never knew until I started doing this.
You
But
really are.
my name's Wild. Yeah, I appreciate you guys. Thanks for all the compliments you always give me. But I'm Wild. I founded the Sleeves and Dweebs online magic community. You can check out our Discord. It's discord.gg/dweebs. If you want to roll some games with me and the other dweebs, if you want to like play on stream, we do it every Tuesday and Thursday. Things I got coming up. I'm going to be at Commander Sealed in Rochester the second week of September. That's a nice charity event they got going out there. And I think it's a Trevor Project and Trans Lifeline. There might still be tickets left, so there's a lot of creators that have affiliate codes for that. If you guys want to go, I just got the day pass because I'm going to be looking to play some Commander games with some fans while I'm out there. So if you guys want to rip CDH or whatever, hit me up. It's going to be me and the Crimson Ghost, but and then we're going to Vegas too. But I'll see you guys on Twitch. And thanks. I hope you like the drapes. I put a lot of work into this stuff.
All right. Up next is Jordy.
Yo, quick question, DM. We didn't happen to level up, right? No arcade heal.
Nope. We're still level 3.
Hell yeah! All right, just making sure. So next stream, guys, we might get stomped by this big, whatever the hell this is.
Well, we'll have our healer.
That is true. We will have our healer. But yeah, I'm Jordy. I'm half a JankMats, one half. We're gearing up for Vegas. It'll be our first booth. So if you're going to Vegas, feel free to come out, say hi. We'd love to see you guys. I really want to thank all my friends here joining me weekly to make this happen. Mostly I just like having fun playing D&D with my friends. I really appreciate you guys coming out and watching.
Yes.
But yeah, JankMats.com. If you need a new playmat, we also got XL desktop mouse pads too.
Best
Very hard
match
to
on the
find.
market.
For a friend
Thank
from us, do you guys sell normal size mouse pads?
So our normal size mouse pads, you could use a playmat, I guess, but we don't have the square ones. But
Yeah, no, I had a buddy ask me who he doesn't game play any
Mhm.
TCGs, and he was like, "Can I just get a normal mouse pad?" And I was like, "I don't know, I'll ask." So okay,
So,
yeah.
do caveat that does remind me, and we're going to be featuring this at the booth. But we do have the product coming in. We're getting like command zones, so like little 10 by 10. So I guess that could be
Oh, shit.
considered, like a regular mouse pad. But they're going to be command zones that you can use at a pot of 4.
Nice.
And they're going to be nice and stitched like our playmats, but just square size.
Are they going to be
So be on the lookout
customizable?
for that. Customizable, and some of our, we're going to do like patterns and all cool new designs for those.
Yo, that's sick, dude.
So yeah, be on the lookout for that. Yeah.
All right, and then we've got Queen Honey, aka Clementine. Can you tell us where to find you and what you're up to?
Yeah, Yeah, I'm at queen.honey7 on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube's. And right now I'm just really excited to be part of the SheEDH community. And then speaking of Vegas, we got a lot coming up for that, but I'm also excited. I'm on a panel for Vegas representing the SheEDH community.
Oh shit.
So the panel will be on Sunday,
cool.
and it's with Birds of Paradise and the VML and another lady that works full-time at her local game store. She's a part of Women of Magic the Gathering. And then Beth from Queen of Cardboard. So all of us, it's called Putting the Her in the Gathering. So that'll be on Sunday. So would love to see everybody there for that.
Awesome. And myself, I'm Dawson. I've been having a lot of fun DMing this. It is very challenging, but I'm having fun. Basically, I've learned a lot more about Magic's lore than I knew prior by having to DM this campaign. So that's been a lot of fun. Also, playing again after quite a gap. It's been fun playing with a bunch of new players, and I love you guys, man. It's been great playing. I'm excited to show you guys where I've got in mind of this to go. As far as finding
Crushing
me
it so far, dude. This has been dope.
Yeah,
on
it's awesome.
socials, Dicktokens. It's the product I make. I have fun with it. I've almost become more content creation than product at this point, but I'm loving the journey where it's taken me. I'm having fun with it. I got some playmats up on JankMats, as they mentioned, jankmats.com. This project, we've got Everything's a 7, the EDH stream we do every Sunday at 1 p.m. Eastern. So that's a lot of fun. I've got Pay the One MTG on there, Nerd Rage, 9000 Sorcerer Stash. This week we got El Chewy as a guest. He'll be bringing some heat.
Chewy's gonna be
And check it out. We're having a blast. And I'm having a blast with this. So I appreciate everybody that tuned in, everybody that's here playing. It's a lot of fun.
Hell yeah, dude.
Anybody got anything else?
Appreciate you guys
No.
watching. Hope you're enjoying it, watching us learn how to play Dungeons.
Feel better, Magic
Rate
Highness.
someone,
Yeah,
someone
hope
with,
she
like,
feels
no
better.
follower.
Peace out, guys.
Yeah, rate someone who has no followers. That's a good idea. Hold on, I'll look it up. D&D. All right, I'm going to do the end screen. We'll figure out what the rate's going to be. Don't go anywhere. It's coming.
Y'all.
Bye.